don't understand why it shows 0. 0 was implied after 1 when you're counting down. Anyway, welcome to the 87th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. We've got a great show for you tonight. We have Rusty Diamond on. It's going to be awesome. Start the music, Alan.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Welcome to the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'll make it waffles.
With your host, Parker. Featuring the sultry sounds of Fred and also Alan on the board.
Let's go already!
And now, let's start the band show.
Black Lincoln.
Damn it. Welcome to the... He's dead, Fred. He died a long time ago. Welcome to the 87th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast, the only podcast with the raw sex appeal of 3 out-of-shape middle-aged men.
Yeah!
You love it. That's why you came. More ways than one. You can keep up with us at the BLC Podcast or at blcpodcast.com. Please drop us a like or a follow on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and our TikTok, which is updated only when Fred finds a time between his OnlyFans sessions. We also have a Patreon where you can support our antics, and we are, of course, brought to you by the Pop Culture Pros Network. Check them out at popculturepros.com. Now, without further ado, let me introduce to you the man, the myth, the disappointment. It's Freddie.
Hey, what's going on? Further Adookie. That's what you should have said. Without further Adookie. That means no more shit.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
that's what it means. Yeah,
after last
there
week.
You go, Alan. And I'm here, and I also want to welcome my fellow co-host and our sound guy, Alan, on the board.
Wow, that was pretty good, Freddie.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Hey, look at that! I practiced in the mirror.
I was like, you learned something. You learned something from that timeshare you bought yesterday.
Yeah, I was like, "No, you son of a bitch! You do it!
You can do it. You can put sentences together. You're a big boy. So welcome
You've
to the
got
show.
a 5th grade education. You can do anything.
Dude, 5th grade is rough. As a kid, as a person who's dragging his child through 5th grade, it sucks. I don't want to do it, but it doesn't matter.
No,
I don't have a choice. Can't let him fail. Can't let him
numbers.
turn out like Diddy. Anyway, well, not P. Diddy, Fred. His
Oh,
father.
okay. I was about to say.
It was me. So, welcome to the show. Of course, we're so glad you came. We have got a great guest tonight. He is all over the place on everything you can imagine. And Alan's going to bring him on right now. And his name is Rusty Diamond.
Rusty Diamond.
Hey, welcome to the show, Rusty.
Fucking on everything, man. You can't get
away from you. It's like I can't get
no,
away
man.
from
I'm on everything, man. It's crazy. Shit. Usually things are on me, but not today, man. Not today. I'm on everything. So that's a good thing. So we're going good. It's fucking, that's how we're doing it today. And 6th grade education right here. So
hey,
nice.
You think you're smarter than me?
Yeah, man.
You think you're better than me?
Yeah. Got my grade 6, man.
I had to go to work for my family. Nah, that's.
I tried to.
Rusty, like,
hold on. Before
okay.
you, let me
I'm
do
sorry.
I
thought we were in the Q&A already.
No, we're not.
Okay,
we're going to Q&A.
This is the
Okay.
part where we like, J.O. the guest, and we're like, hey,
J.O.
Perfect. All right, dude. Okay, man. We're doing something
J.O.
right here.
It important to storm.
So of course, it's true. $20 is $20.
Yes.
So, it's Masters Week, Fred. Way to go. Way to use that cup. Of course, like I said, Rusty Diamond is our guest. Check him out at rustydiamond.net, hypnosisisgreat.com. The Public Access Podcast. I'm going to keep running these, Alan, so let's see if you can keep up. The Public Access Podcast, When the Gloves Come Off podcast, the Thinking Man's Pro Wrestling podcast, and he's going to tell us later about Sock 'em Up, the 501c3.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and $1 is $1. That's right, 4-year-old child who wandered into our studio.
You're
So,
teaching them too young. Man.
apparently, that is not
$1 is
good.
$1. Heck
I am
yeah.
real concerned now.
Man.
So welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us, man. And now, Fred, you can start your Q's and A's.
Oh, okay. That's what I was saying. Like, okay, so I checked out a couple of the podcasts.
Oh,
I don't know.
sorry,
I
man.
want to leave. I
sorry.
want to save this for the. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm in
That sucks,
the
man.
same boat as
That
you.
sucks, dude. Don't listen to that shit. Wasting your time, man. Go fucking get
I
on
ain't
the
got shit else
Pornhub
to
or
do.
something.
I ain't got shit else to do, man.
I like it. All right.
But the hot topic for me though, I want to talk about the hypnotizing.
Sure.
I want that Biggie shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I've always been a skeptic of
Me too.
hypnotists.
Me
You
too,
know,
man.
Is
Very
it
much
real?
so.
Is it real? It's real.
Well, here's the thing. So I come from the world of pro wrestling. So, like, I don't believe a fucking thing I see, man. And like, so, like, I like, okay, I didn't know shit about hypnosis. I thought it was all fucking fake, like you're saying.
Right.
And yeah, I didn't know. So I went and talked with a guy who I found a guy, random guy on the street, man. He said, man, you want to be a hypnotist? $20 later, few hand jobs, and dude, fucking hypnotist, man. So
You got a piece of paper that says hypnotist.
yeah, he spelled it wrong.
That's
He
legit.
spelled it wrong. He spelled it wrong.
Got an HIP.
I became a hypotenuse triangle. And
You spell now.
so-
Ask Alan to spell that. Good luck.
yeah, right, dude. I don't even think I could spell that one. Not tonight. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I was totally fucking skeptical about it, and I thought it was like a magic show. Like, someone had to be in on it, and then
Right, it's got to be a trick to it.
yeah, there's something to it. But then I went in there the first day after I started training, and all we did pretty much was just hypnotize other people in the class all the time.
Mhm.
And I got fucking hypnotized, and I was like, holy shit, this is fucking unreal, man.
That's crazy.
And dude, just like fucking. So the way I like to explain it, if you guys watch The Simpsons, there's one scene where Homer gets medical weed, and he's driving in his car, and he just has kind of like this like shit-eating grin on his face, man, just like fucking love and everything. That's kind of what it feels like. That was how I describe it to people. And dude, I fucking loved it. I kept saying hypnosis is great, dude. You got to fucking try this shit. Like,
Yeah.
I love it, dude. And there's so many things you can do with it. You can do just about anything you want. Like, I mean, there's shit on there that I'll get into another fucking day. But I mean, dude, anything from fucking A to Z you can ever think of, and it's not bullshit. As much as I want them to be bullshit, and I'm just like, dude, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew you were lying to me.
Real. Yeah,
Yeah, 100% fucking real, man. 100% real.
man.
Fred, just so
Yeah.
you know, because you didn't know he was coming on this week until our
Right.
meeting, I, independently of us, spoke to Rusty and asked him if it would be possible for him to subtly hypnotize you during the show without your knowledge.
Right.
But
Mhm.
being a man of honor, he was like, probably not the best idea. I thought it was great. Get you to like cluck like a chicken halfway through the show.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
Like,
well,
you don't remember
yeah.
any of it.
I mean, I have a going rate of $20 plus 3 hand jobs. He offered me only 1 hand job, so
Right about
I
that.
just was like, sorry, dude. Fuck, man, I didn't want to fucking,
I'll do something.
Yeah,
just
I don't
one
get out of bed. I don't get out of bed for less than 3
For
hand
less
jobs
than
and $20.
$3.
2.5. But I'll take
So,
3.
so what kind of
Going
hypnosis
rate.
do you do? So,
I do anything, man. There's
is it like
so
stop
many.
smoking type of deals,
If-
or is it?
If you want to go down the stop smoking route, there's that, man. But
What's your favorite?
I don't like doing it. I really like doing the there's like if someone has some sort of repressed memory, of some sort. Like I've like people who have had. Well, here's one for example. People who've had alien encounters is always one that's always interesting.
Come on, really?
Yeah, yeah. And
You're hitting Fred right in the feels. That's his
Right. I'm
Dude.
telling you, man.
And I mean, almost everybody that I've done has had almost the exact same story, which is crazy. And it's not like the story that you would expect from, what you think of when you think of an alien encounter. And so, I mean, those ones were always fun. And it's cool because, you're watching them and you can see they're fucking, they're just sitting there, fucking, all eyes closed and shit. They're not doing this, but they don't look like people in Portland, Oregon, down in Chinatown, fucking doing
the opium dents.
Oh
shit!
Yeah, that's how good it is. And yeah, dude. And so yeah, man.
So do those?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You go ahead.
Well, I forgot what I was saying. I got all fucking thrown off talking about fucking.
No, well, that's what I was gonna ask. Is like, so do you when you're doing that? Is it like, hey, I know it's like the power suggestion and everything, but is it like, hey, do you have a repressed memory, or are there people who are like, hey, I think I might have been kidnapped by aliens? Could you help me out? Well,
so here's the thing. So sometimes there's people. So the one thing I will never charge for, because I found it out doing this one, is like PTSD. Like I won't charge people for that one because of how well it works. Because like with going to a therapist, counselor, whatever you want to call it, after 6 years, it is 38% effective. Whereas you spend an hour and a half with me and it's 92% effective after an hour and a half. And yeah, dude. And so like sometimes when people, they think, especially, so I have some, someone wants to come in for smoking or to lose weight, which are usually ones I'm just like, whatever. But there's usually some underlying reason for it. And yeah, and sometimes, so like someone thinks they have this traumatic event, or there's something behind that. They think it's just one traumatic event, but then I get them into hypnosis, and I found out like there's some event like they just totally repressed and like had no memory of it, but then just fucking comes into them, and that's the one that they need to work out in their head.
You're like helping them break down walls and shit.
Yeah, and like they don't have to tell me a fucking thing. I ask like, I'll ask questions if they want to, kind of ask them like what they're seeing, what they're doing, but they don't have to tell me what's happening at all. That's all in them. And yeah, just being able to change their perception of how they view these traumatic events. Because I mean, it's something that if it's something really traumatic, they I mean, there's the term triggered, or what I can't say the word triggered anymore. You have to say, well, you can't. I know, but it's stupid. It's a stupid rule that you can't say triggered, and saying triggered is stupid enough. But so it wouldn't happen again. Like you spend one time with me as opposed to trying to hide it and push it away. It's going to eventually come back up, and it's going to be some time when you're not in like the most relaxed state you've ever been in, and just able to kind of relive the event. And then I'll make it like, so I'll make you almost laughing at the event by the time you're done with it, after like 15 minutes of fucking around with it and making it just a lot less impactful. And then yeah, dude, and people leave, and after an hour and a half they're fucking good. Next time the thing pops up in their head, something that would have triggered them right then, they're fucking okay. They're okay, and they fucking go on their fucking life, man. It's cool as shit.
That's right. Awesome, he makes them pay in advance, and then when he plants, when he's like in there, he's also like, "Oh yeah, and you got to pay me."
Yeah. And a double dipping.
It's gonna take 6 handies.
Yeah, I mean, why am I getting these checks 3 months later?
Right.
Every 3 months for
That's amazing,
$20,
though, really,
and
seriously.
so,
Like, that's-
someone knocking on my door 3 times for. Sometimes they want to do the 3 hand jobs all at once, but I like to make it. I get that's a little much for me at my age now. So
we're gonna bank the other 2.
yeah, so I'm gonna thank you. You come back. It's like Wimpy on Popeye and with his cheeseburgers, man.
Tuesday. Come back
Yeah.
on Tuesday.
So
I'll give you 3 hand jobs next week for one today. So, well, that's amazing, man. I think that's really cool that, I mean, obviously, like you said, that's a skill that you have, but I mean, I think it's cool that you're using it for what I would consider like, ethical and the right reasons. Trying to help people.
Yeah.
There's so many people with
For
so much
good.
trauma.
But
that,
there's so many fucking nefarious ways to use hypnosis
Right.
too.
Right.
I mean,
Which is what we want.
well, yeah, I mean, there's fucking MK Ultra shit. There's all kinds of brain like you watching watching whatever. You got little fucking subliminal shit. You got fucking all kinds of little messages. You're driving along. There's highway hypnosis, which is where you're driving around for hours, and all of a sudden you're like, how in the fuck did I get here? What have I been doing the last hour and a half? Was I driving? And that's
I've
state
done
hypnosis.
that. I've done that.
Well, subliminally, go visit hypnosisisgreat.com. That's our subliminal message of the night.
Yeah.
How do we?
Dude. Think about this. Think about how well MK Ultra worked on people, and now take it and make it the good way, and then that's what you're going to get from me. So that's when you can come see me. If you know it can work that horribly and shit, it can work the other way just as well.
That makes sense.
Can't have one without the other.
Isn't MK Ultra like the government acid shit?
Yep.
Like
yep.
Yeah, they were reducing people with acid and fucking them up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard.
I got part of it where I got the acid with the good part of hypnosis. It's like the Schwartz, man. Spaceballs, man. There's the upside and the downside, man.
So Rusty, can you do it virtually? Like, is that? I mean, I'm not asking you to do it.
Yeah.
Or anything.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So you can do it over. Really cool.
Yeah, that's how I kind of got going. I had an office when I was living in Oregon, and then I moved to Minnesota, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna be fucking snowed in for 6 months out of the year. Like, I'm not gonna be able to leave. So and I was working with some people who didn't like leaving their house and had issues with going out, and so I started doing Zoom calls, and this was 2018, 2019, and it was still like, it's weird doing these kind of things. People are not really, too into it, or whatever. They're kind of skeptical about it, and then fucking COVID hit, and everyone's just like, okay, well, we do Zoom stuff now, and so it became a lot easier for people to be able to be okay with doing it. So I mean, like, I hypnotize people. Like, I'll fucking get them on Zoom. I'll do that. Like, so for a while I was, like probably 3 years. I mean, I was just like barely able to walk around and fucking do shit. So I mean, like, I was, I'd be laying in bed with a heating pad and like, just, I didn't have to go to an office, man. People can just fucking sit at home. I can sit at home. And so like they can have their camera off if they want. And I can just be like a phone call talking to them. I can write them a fucking letter. Yeah. I can write them a letter for them to read. And
that's
you read the letter.
Magic, dude. That's
exactly. I don't have to do shit, man. I can just fucking send you a letter, send you an email you can read. You can read an email and I'll hypnotize you.
If you recorded yourself hypnotizing someone, could you hypnotize your own self?
Sure. Yeah, no, I can hypnotize myself. Self-hypnosis is awesome, man. That's something that the guy who taught me, his name is Bruce. He wanted everybody in the world to know self-hypnosis. And it's fucking, why not, man? why
that's
not
awesome,
make yourself fucking feel awesome, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking. I never saw the guy in anything but just a fucking great mood every day. Now he's 80. I think he was like 70, 75 then, 76, something like that. And dude was just happy all the time, man.
It's amazing.
It's crazy. I mean, this guy's got, he's doing something right, man. He's got something going. And
proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
So you see him and you're like, dude, that guy's got something figured out. He knows something.
He's happy. I want to be happy like that.
Yeah.
Awesome,
fucking
it's amazing.
Worked out. Yeah. So it's been pretty cool. And
that's awesome.
So yeah, Fred.
There's something else.
How long have you been? How long have you been doing hypnosis?
It's just about 5 years now. Because it hasn't been super long, but So before that, I was on the road all the time, or else I'd be home for like 3 days, and then I go back on the road, and so it was nonstop. Like I was go, and then I mean, dude, I never fucking got hurt wrestling, man. Never. One time, sort of, like when I first started, hurt my ankles a little bit, but that was before I even had my first match. And other than that, never got hurt. So I was delivering hardwood flooring. I was a truck driver on the side, and walking across a driveway that was being worked on, and there was a hole that was covered up by a piece of plywood, and piece of plywood slipped, and I fucking was carrying like 80 pounds of flooring and stepped in there and destroyed my knee.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it, man.
And so that was the end of my fucking wrestling career. As far as in-ring shit, man.
Okay. What did you wrestle? What company did you wrestle under?
I didn't know. No big company.
No big company. Okay.
No,
Independent.
Yeah.
So
okay.
We're here in South Carolina, which is arguably, and I'm not going to argue it because I really don't know, but arguably, I'm just going to say this, Fred, the one of the birthplaces of professional wrestling here. And I mean, we've had all, obviously Ric Flair grew up. It was like an hour and a half away from us. That's where he's started out. And I mean, we've had so much like Big South Wrestling and everything like that. And so we, even to this day, there are plenty of like small independent wrestling federations,
right?
Even just in our one town. So I can't imagine, what it's like. But I got to give them credit, man. They put on a pretty good show.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's fucking crazy. But I've been like every fucking fraternal organization, gym, whatever on the West Coast, and I fucking went up one time. I did a show. Up in this place called Bella Coola. It was up by Bella Coola, British Columbia, up by Alaska. And we drove up there. I think it was like a 24-hour drive. And we get there. And so we get there on a Friday night, and we were going to do a show Friday night and Saturday. But then it was like a small, what are they called? They're called like First Nation, like a reservation kind of a town there, and someone had died in the town, so like they shut the whole town down. So we get up there, and they ended up just not doing a show that night and just doing 2 that next day. But man, fucking wrestled in a fucking Walmart parking lot in California, and had a guy want to kill me. I one time did a pudding wrestling thing where I was a referee, but pudding was too expensive.
Was it chicks?
It was chicks, but
you don't generally pudding wrestle with dudes.
You don't pudding wrestle with dudes.
Well, but the pudding was too expensive, so it ended up being chocolate syrup in water. Yeah. And then they were getting poured Bud Light on them. But then I ended up having 2 fucking tweakers try to kill me that night, and that was like within my first year of wrestling, man. Like, and I was the referee. I was the fucking neutral one, dude. I don't know what the fuck I was doing to piss them off that much, but
on Pizzarella.
Making bad calls.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I guess so. It was like the local strippers is who they brought in, and so like these chicks were fucking shooting on each other, just fucking choking each other out, fucking scratching each other, like
real hate,
fucking hitting.
It made that night at the club a little awkward.
Yeah, dude, to come in the next day with fucking black eyes and shit, and man, dude, it was a wild time. It was right next to one of the prisons, and dude, I mean, man, there's so many. No, dude, only pro wrestling, man.
Yeah, it's good to know that wrestling is still shady. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, dude, it'll be shady for fucking life, man. It's the shadiest shit, dude.
Like that's what makes it great.
Yeah, that's what it's built on, man.
We used to follow wrestling. I used to follow wrestling quite closely, and now I have like a bunch of kids now, so I have to chase them while they wrestle each other, which still dramatic, still lots of finishing moves, and I'm a terrible ref when it comes to that.
So you ever hand one kid the chair or something, or the brass knuckles?
Like this will teach
it's under the couch. You just pull out whatever under the kid, just put it under the couch. I'm like, oh, Barbie,
like,
here.
These 2x4s. I'm like, don't worry about it.
So what is better? What is better, a baby face or heel?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Well, I mean, besides people wanting to kill me, I mean, dude, being a heel, I love it, man. It's natural for me. I'm great at having people not piss me off, but me piss them off. Yeah, I'm pretty good at it. But I can also, get people to like me. Both are fine, but I mean, the first time I was a fucking heel was at that fucking Walmart in parking lot in Chico, California, where the guy wanted to kill me. So I figured out pretty quickly. I'm like, dude, okay, I like this. This is good. I can do this. I'm doing something right. If the guy, oh man, and then I'd see that guy too every time I go down there.
Just waiting on you.
I was just like, shit, man, I got to get to the fucking I got to get out of here as soon as my match is over.
We had one. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, that's fucking cool.
Oh yeah, we went to we had won tickets to one of the local wrestling matches, in our town. And
oh shit,
I didn't know these guys. You know what I'm saying? I took my son, my wife, and kids, and I didn't know these guys. I hadn't followed any of the story or anything, so I don't know who's the heel, who's babyface. So they start coming out, and it's like two big buff guys, and he's coming out, and he's just waving his hands, doing his thing, and then my son was we had one front row, which is not that spectacular, but it's front row. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're there.
So the guy's coming around towards us, and I tell my son, I was like, "Yo, hold your hand out, and give him 5 or whatever." And he saw my son. My son did it. He saw my son, and he went, "Woo!"
So he was the heel.
I was the heel. He's like, "Dad, why'd you tell me to do that?" I was like, "I didn't know. I don't know what this guy is." He got him good.
Yeah,
though,
we're actually where we're at. Ric Flair got stabbed by an old lady.
What?
She came out in the crowd and stabbed him.
Another day in South Carolina.
There you go. Yeah. Don't move your news, baby.
That's the way to do it, man. If you got some old lady fucking coming to stab you, doing it right, man.
You're doing it right.
Yeah, you're making that hot dog and a handshake really fucking work it, man.
So, Rusty, let me ask you. So, obviously, like you said, you have a history in wrestling, and you also have of course, the Thinking Man's Pro Wrestling podcast, and the When the Gloves Come Off podcast is also wrestling related, correct?
Kind of, yeah.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah, it's I guess mostly on it. It's kind of current event, kind of a podcast where I know almost nothing. I also know very little about pop culture. I know a lot about wrestling, but anything else I don't really know anything about. So it's kind of like I'm just there to just
reacting to
react to whoever news. I'm like, oh my god, this is whatever, that kind of shit. And we'll talk about some MMA or wrestling stuff, but yeah, for the most part,
I think
it's
the
just
one I tuned into was MMA related. The one that I listened to this week.
Okay,
I don't remember exactly what it, but I was kind of, you know how it goes. I was trying to get out and about, but I think it's awesome that you are on so many podcasts, and I have listened to the Public Access podcast. I'm hopeful, Fred, that one day we can get on the PS.
Yeah, dude. I can do that.
I refuse to
get you a booking there, man. I know the guy. He's all right, man. I know who I got to talk with and see what I can do. Dude, I mean, it's been cool, man. I've been liking doing that one. I've been doing it for. I started it 10 years ago, and so it started. I was just going to talk to comedians and wrestlers, and that was going to be the show, and it just sort of went that way, and it was weird, like. I don't know, and I fucking just kept doing it, and then, but I don't know. But then it became like,
it kind of became forced. I mean, that's the thing. So, like when we started out, we were mostly a gardening podcast. It was right off the get. I was like, let's talk hardcore gardening. Let's talk about plowing stuff and
azaleas
and potting soils, like the different types of potting and the pHs and stuff. And over, the first 10 or 12 episodes,
manure is the best fertilizer.
Right. Well, hey, let them go back. We're trying to get them to go back and listen to the old episodes. Over the first 12 episodes, it's real hardcore gardening talk. And then it kind of morphed into what we would like to consider some sort of comedy podcast. We don't really guarantee that. That's why we don't charge, because we can't guarantee anything. We don't even guarantee that it's going to happen, honestly. But no, I mean, these things kind of take a life of their own, man. It kind of, and you're doing the right thing when you're like kind of leaning into where you feel like you should be going.
Yeah, and like, so I'm not good at preparing shit, so that I just really went with that. So like right now I just go and I talk to the person for maybe a minute before, make sure I got their name pronounced right. And then I just hit record, and then I go, boom, Miss Rusty, and welcome to the, I don't know what the fuck I even say anymore, but I say something along those lines, man, and then I'm like, and here they are. Here they are, man. Let's go. And then we just fucking have a conversation. I fucking get all crazy and I start ripping the fucking phone down, and like,
I'm gonna rip the head off.
Dude, it's fucking I made it so I didn't have to fucking do anything.
You're having a good time doing it, though.
I love it, man. I fucking usually have like
I do come through in the audio, like I said, when the couple I listened to, I was like, oh, they were enjoyable, and I'm like, I'm not normally, I don't know, man, like, and like hypnosis is something that I do think is like real, like at least somewhat real. But like I see a lot of, it's one of those things.
No, I understand completely.
You know what I mean?
You.
Yeah, and not to discount it, because I don't believe in that. I don't believe in discounting anybody's thing, unless they're like I've noticed there's so many podcasts, and again, not to talk shit about other podcasts, but like,
why not?
Life coaching and shit like that.
And what?
And like, I don't believe like life coaching and like that.
Oh, dude,
is real.
Life coaching is the biggest fucking work in the world, dude. Like, you say you're a fucking life coach, dude. What the fuck is that, dude? What the fuck is a life coach? Do you know how many there are? Do you know how many people and like everyone's a fucking author. All these people are authors too.
Everybody's writing a book, man.
Everyone's writing a book about how to be a fucking life coach, and they're a life coach expert. Right. And it's like, dude, man, life coach, man, like, and it's something you can put on there, dude. Like, why not put it on you don't need any fucking sort of certification to become a life coach. You're a self-appointed, self-taught, whatever life coach, dude. It's a fucking thing, dude. It's kind of bullshit. I think I even have life coach on my stuff. I probably have it on there somewhere. Like, I'm a life coach, dude. Yeah, you guys. So if you ever need to, if you ever need something to fill a resume, fucking life coach.
So like Rusty and I are in a couple of different Facebook groups that are like podcast guests, or like talk about podcast, and that's great. They're not that great, but they're something, and that's how I met you, so that's worth it, you know. But
yeah, no, I found some cool people in there.
yeah, we've actually found that's where we met Ryan. We hates everything. We've had a couple of guys, you know, that have come on and been really cool, but like I'm just gonna make a rough estimate: 86% of everything I see on those is like I am a life coach or I am a spiritual whatnot.
Yeah,
Like I'm a spiritual medium, and I'm like, dude, I don't even understand what that is. I don't want to have him on the show because I don't want to like. We're not okay, Rusty. We're not about tearing people down. We're about building people up.
Yes.
Now, each
All the
other
time.
we will tear down quite readily, but other people who are not Fred or Alan, the piece of shit, we like to help and we
Well, I
like to
give good
build.
advice. What are you talking about?
If you haven't listened to 2 weeks ago, Alan's
Go fuck
advice.
yourself.
Alan, you are technically a life coach now.
I am a life coach.
There you go,
Basically,
you're a
it's
life
like I have
coach.
a problem. I'm like,
Yeah.
go fuck yourself.
Go fuck
there you
yourself.
go. Yeah,
That's
that's
his
what people
advice.
need to
Live a
hear.
great life.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Just
Get over it.
Fuck it.
Rusty's like, no, come fuck me. Instead.
Yeah.
And I'll
3 hand jobs, $20.
I'll take it. But no, it's one of those things. Like I said, it's just it cracks me up, and I hate to admit that like I'm a little curious about it. Like now that I'm like, I really want to get like a life coach on and like see what they're all about and like try to pick their brain. But at the same time, like I said, we have a tendency to take stuff in a weird way and like to a weird place, and I don't want to offend anybody.
Well,
So
how is it going to offend them if you let them know
Yeah.
that you might end up in a weird place? That's what I told someone. I think I had at least 1 or 2 people that are life coaches on my podcast, but like I tried not to talk about anything. Just kind of go around the whole life coach thing. You know, at the very end, it's like, so what do you do? I'm a life coach. Oh, okay, well, you guys messed the show. So,
oh, and we're done here. Yeah.
You should have been like, I'm a football coach. I'm a baseball coach.
That's a
Just
manager.
because
It would.
I
A Rusty
said-
Diamond.
That's
Great
a
name for a
manager.
baseball.
Yeah, baseball's manager.
Rusty, yeah,
Manager,
baseball diamond.
it's a good name for it. I like that.
Yeah.
I have to change my career now, man.
Throw it on the list.
I
There's a
gotta
new
get out,
podcast
man.
coming out now.
Yeah.
Add that in, Alan, as well.
Yeah, it's my
Rusty
podcast.
Diamond's baseball tips.
Yeah, it is baseball season.
I love it. So, can you tell me, speaking of
Swing away.
this is a baseball thing, but not probably, can you tell me about Sock 'em Up?
Oh, sure, man. Yeah. So the guy that I run, When the Gloves Come Off, the podcast, and the whole Quantum Global Broadcasting Network, and all all that shit that the kids do, and fucking I don't know, man. So it's the most requested item at shelters, and the least delivered item in shelters is socks. And so using that, we're able to get people to donate socks, and then also we are teaming up with like combat sport leagues and gyms, and being able to sponsor some teenagers that are wanting to kind of get them into a place that's not causing trouble.
Right.
And and so
Some after school shit.
what?
I said some after school shit. Like,
Oh, I thought you
something to
said-
do.
I thought you said mass shooter shit, and I was
No,
like,
no.
what the?
Damn, Fred.
No.
Even though I know you didn't say that, I feel like I should treat you like you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have
Oh shit.
We're doing that shit.
You're like Rusty's like, I gotta
Yeah,
go,
this is why we
guys.
can't-
Yeah, it's like, I'm out of here.
This is why we're not allowed to have, guests on, generally speaking. Fred's always got some shit like that to say. Well, no, I think that's amazing, man. Like I said, I do know that, we have the same issues down here in the South that, like you said, socks are like a commodity in shelters. And so are like, was it ladies sanitation or sanitary stuff for ladies? Yes, those things. I don't know what to call them. But so we definitely recommend anybody who's listening to please check out Sock 'em Up, and also to donate to your local. Oh, thank you, Alan. Thank you for keeping it classy, Alan. In the middle of my hey, heartfelt, please help people who need help. It sounds like tampon. Bro. And anything like any of that stuff. I did learn how tampons work the other day, and it's
Oh God, where we're going? No.
You did this to me. So if you don't want me to talk about tampons anymore, please donate to your local shelter. Help out. Give them whatever they need, man. People are trying to get by. Times are hard for everybody. So
that's a cool thing, man, because you never really think about socks. You never really think about it until they break.
Such a thing, yeah.
And it's so simple, man. You can buy a 12-pack of socks for like $6. Geez, I mean,
and it's always tons of jackets and t-shirts and
underwear.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably lots of
collective shirts that we donated.
all the Rusty Diamond, merch.
The ones we had printed up that said "Podcast of the Year," and
we are a podcast.
We didn't win it. We didn't win it. So we had to donate.
Yeah, a lot of kids in Zambia who love the Black.
Yeah, like the
NFL. No, we're kidding. Obviously, though, seriously, please do. No. If you are in a position where you can help somebody out, somebody out, man. Yeah. Don't donate to the Red Cross. Don't donate to like any of this bullshit. Donate to your local shelter. Search for somewhere. If there are people in need in our neighborhoods, it helps everybody, man. And we don't normally honestly try to get heavy, but when it comes to that stuff, we're very passionate. 100%. I follow what Food Not Bombs is a big one that's really helpful. It's very impactful in our local neighborhood here, and I think they have chapters throughout the world and throughout the U.S. at least. They're great people, and I definitely recommend you help them out. So yeah, Rusty, like I said, I think that's amazing, man. I think anything you can do to bring awareness to that, anything you can do to help out somebody who needs it is the way to go. And that is probably the most legit. And if you take nothing else from our show ever, listeners, help somebody out. We're only 87 episodes in, Fred. We probably said 2 or 3 things that were meaningful. And,
and this is one of them.
This is at least one of them.
Yeah, this is one of them. This is the one.
Yes. The only one. This and what was it? The Polk County pot blend, where we talked about where you can find that pot. So yeah, Rusty, thank you very much for coming on, man. We really do appreciate your time. I know you're a busy guy, so we'll let you scoot out of here. But is there anything else you'd like to say to the people, or anything you want to? You can finally tell Fred that you can do the thing, and he'll turn into a British guy, maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah. So the only thing I guess I want to say is now it's up to 4 hand jobs and $20 is my new going rate after being on this podcast because, dude, I'm in the big time now. So, yeah, dude, when you're getting this fucking kind of podcast level, dude, fucking 4 hand jobs, $20. That's how you get Rusty Diamond on your show, man.
Yeah. Look, Mom. Yeah. I'm rolling in hand jobs.
Yeah, dude. Fucking dude. Thank you guys for having me on, man. I fucking had a good time. Good meeting you, everyone. And
no doubt.
We are definitely going to get you on again sometime soon. You just let us know what'll work for you. And of course, like I said, if you ever want us to come on your show, I don't know why you would, but some of us will probably.
I'll get you on. I gotta figure out a way to see if we can do an earlier one. Or find a weekend or some shit, or I don't know.
Well, because you're in the Central Time Zone, right?
No, man, I'm on the East Coast. I go to bed once Jeopardy's over. So
nothing good after that. I agree.
Yeah, dude, that's my bedtime. Jeopardy ends and I go to bed. So so you guys fucking have a good night. And
thank you again, Rusty.
Thanks everyone for listening. And you guys follow these dudes. Fucking follow them. Subscribe to it. Subscribe and like this shit. Share it.
Don't be like that weird dude in Chico and follow us too close, please.
Dude, yeah. Fucking shout out to the big fat fucking juggalo down there.
Oh,
who wanted to kill me? Yeah, here's a juggalo.
Everything.
Yeah.
So, and we're friends of the juggalos. Just so you know.
I am too, man. I am too.
There's always wackadoodles.
Yeah. They're all over.
So it's rustydiamond.net. Of course, like I said, check them out. Hypnosis is great. All those podcasts. And of course, like I said, please help out wherever you can. There are people who really do appreciate that. Yeah. Check out Sock 'em Up. And Rusty, we'll have you on again. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, yeah.
Rusty.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. We are so thankful that Fred is in his Japanese attire. I did see the blossoms on your
The
arm.
blossoms on it. It's my
cherry
spring
blossoms.
shirt, man.
I love
my
it.
spring shirt.
You look very nice.
Thank you.
So we're so thankful that Rusty Diamond was able to join us, hypnotize us. This is 6 hours from when he left, guys. We
you don't even
hypnotized
realize
the whole
it.
fucking time. It's been crazy. I've eaten so many shirts. That's what
I wanted to play Hypnotize.
I know.
When it came on.
I thought I was going to get you to. I thought for a second that he was going to be like, "Yeah, I'll hypnotize him secretly." And then I was like,
I'm scared of that shit though. Like, cause what if? Okay, he said sleep, and I fucking sleep, and I fall out the chair, and my headphones fall off, and now I'm stuck in a damn coma because this dude's in Oregon. You know what I'm saying?
That's
my wife
hilarious.
comes out, finds me on the floor.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
that's right. Your pants.
You wouldn't what if he just tells you?
I'm sitting there catatonic.
That'd be awesome. So, well, Fred, I know that you may not have been hypnotized by a hypnotist, but from what I understand, you may have been hypnotized earlier this week by a great deal. Or
it was a good deal.
It was
a great deal. It
not
was
a good deal. There's companies, Fred. Okay, so just to fill everybody in, Fred was unable to attend our weekly meeting due to the fact that he was being wooed by a potential timeshare opportunity, an investment opportunity, if you will. Investing. Just imagine. Did you know that 20 years ago the average cost of a hotel room was $62 a night? Well, today it's $242 a night. Just imagine in 10 years how much money you could be making. Did they do that? Did they say that? I swear to God, they did. I know they did, Fred.
They did.
So tell us about
they were talking about when the company first started their hotel business, in 1952 or something like that. It was like, do you imagine? Can you guess the cost of a hotel room back then? And I was it's probably $15 a night or something like that. He's like $9.95 a night, plus $1 for anybody who else was in the car. So additional $1 per person. Yeah. So I was like,
will cost you $13.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Well, 12, I guess. You get off for
$12.
Force them to cost you a baker's dozen.
And it was like a drive-through. It was like a drive-through, when you check in, you just stay in the car and you just.
Oh man, that's way better than nowadays.
When you have to get out of the car.
Yeah, I have to go talk to those jerks.
Valet park.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, so sell us, Fred. Sell me what if I want to buy some of your timeshare?
You could do that. That's what the guy was saying. So we're doing it on a point system. So you pay $16 per point.
Okay.
And the average vacation, 7 days stay at a resort is 350 points.
Okay.
So I mean,
$1,000 more or less.
Yeah, $1,000 more. A little more than that. You know what I'm saying? But that's 7 days at a damn near all-inclusive resort.
Sure.
And
that's
you pick the point package.
You say 350 points?
Yeah. It should have been.
And you said $16 a point?
$16.60. Yeah.
Okay. That's $5,600.
Yes. This is what's happening to you, Fred.
Okay.
If you add in the 60 cents, that's $5,810.
Yeah. Okay. I get that. All right.
That's
you
cheap,
got it,
right?
all right.
It is no.
You already
Check
got
it
it
out, though. Check it out, though. Those you only pay for those points one time.
Okay.
So you pick a point package.
Uh-huh.
Since we're already timeshare owners, because we already own a timeshare.
So you're diversifying your timeshare game. Oh my God, Fred.
It's actually property that comes with a deed.
Sure.
Did
you know that
we don't have to buy? We don't have. Look, I'm check it. We don't have to buy the whole
room.
No, the big package, if you were to come in without being an owner,
right?
You would have to buy the 2,500 package.
Sure.
That's the lowest that you can start with, which is like $50,000.
Jesus.
That's like 45. Yeah, it's like 45 something. But you get those 2,500 points each year.
Okay.
So for the rest of your life.
For the world.
For the rest of yes, exactly. You could. And you don't have to, you can bank those points. Yeah, every year you get your allotted amount of points, you don't have to spend them that year. You get 2 years to spend them. So you could roll those over. So the next year you got 5,000 points. Now you can go to the one in Bali or the one in, Abu Dhabi or something like that. Right. So pretty much in 10 years, you're still getting, but you could do that. You know what I'm saying? If they had a resort there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
why wouldn't they have one there? It's cheap.
Well, it's Jackson. I'm going to Jackson.
Don't cut my hair. No, well, that's amazing, friend. I'm glad that you were not available to us, your loyal friends and family, because you were so busy investing your points.
But hey, and that's the thing about it too. So like, we also have a week. Each year we have a week which is already paid for. This one was grandfathered down to us, so we didn't have to pay anything for that. All we have to do is pay the maintenance fees on those, and then each week we get to go to Orlando. Or we could rent that out. If we don't want to go that year, we can Airbnb that and like rent it out for the week. You know what I'm saying? Somebody wants to pay, $5,000 for a 2-bedroom condo for that week. And we have a prime week, which is in July. It's like first week of July. So that's one of the hottest weeks. You know what I mean? Literally it's the hottest week in Florida. 4th of July, Disney. Yeah,
reminds me, the Black Lincoln Collective podcast has been sponsored by Westlake Financial Group. If you need to get out of a timeshare legally, call WesleyFinancialGroup.com.
Is that the guy?
That is the guy.
The timeshare industry is a scam. He's exactly. Like, everybody's going to tell you how much you're going to pay for it.
When you need your lady parts, lube. Get a blow to this dude. I've been watching like over and over. This is such a dumb thing to watch, but I've been watching the ESPN Classic skits on SNL, which is where they have like a sponsor and they just do all the. Oh, it's so fucking funny, man. That's like one of the funniest skits. I never appreciated it, and then I was like, oh my god, this is too funny. And now I want to make every sponsor like that, and I eventually probably will. So don't forget Wesley Financial Group. Cancel your timeshare for good.
Westlake Financial Group.
I wonder if they take your timeshare. They probably take your timeshare.
They probably take your timeshare and try to resell it. Yeah, they resell it. That's what they do.
What a scam.
They resell it. Look, okay, we'll take your contract and give you 10% of what you paid for it.
They're like, we're going to tear it up. And then you see him and he's like, and he turns around and sets it down gently and you're like, all right. Like tear up noises.
He does it with his mouth. Yeah. In the trash with you.
We did it. We got you, bud.
Yeah, they destroy it, and then the next door when you walk out, they sell you another one.
Yeah. Like, hey, you there? Want to get a discount on a timeshare? You already got the points. Mm-hmm. Well, that's great, friend.
Just come listen to the presentation. You'll get free tickets to the
that's what I was going to say. Did you
get, what tickets did they get for free?
We got probably like 1,500 more points. We got the we went to the low package with 1,000.
Wait for free.
It's exactly. Well, it's vacation time though. Like that we don't have to pay for.
When I was in Vegas, I went to a timeshare because I wanted to see a show in Vegas. I wanted to see Ka, which was the one where they're ninjas.
Right.
Yeah. But we went. I went with my coworker at the time, who was like I was a young, freckle-faced 30-year-old gentleman,
strapping lad,
and she was like 55 and like ready to retire, and like it was never going to happen between us. So, but we had to put on the show for the timeshare people, and so like, and they're like, yeah. So what are you doing? Like, what are you guys doing? I'm like, oh, we escaped our we're having an affair and all this shit. They're like, Fred, I'll say one thing: if you're gonna do it, you might as well go all the way with it. Like, I was like, I've snuck out and I'm like banging in Vegas and stuff. Like, no, we can't tell our wives. And they're like, well, how are you going to afford this timeshare? And I'm like, well, we can't, essentially. Like, and they're like, well, let us show you around. And I was like, we would love to see it. Because again, you know,
it's nice.
Yeah, when you know that it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
it's beautiful though.
Sure, no, it was in the desert. It was a room in the desert. I paid $26 a night for my hotel room in Vegas, but I'd rather pay $5,800 for a week at the same hotel
every year.
Every year, where I don't have a choice
for the rest of your life.
I can't just take a
year
year off.
One flat fee, and then you pay. Well, I mean, $50,000, man. You're gonna have to.
Yeah, I think no, it's not 50. We didn't do $50,000 worth. Like it was 15. So it's 15,000 over 10 years, spread out 10 years.
Hell yeah!
But we are gonna refinance it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to get the interest right now.
That's what you're gonna be.
Hell, I'm already doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta start making vacations so I can go on vacation.
So, but you can sell it to somebody else, right? Like if I wanted to go on a Bali.
Yeah, you could like if you wanted to do that, like you could book it through me, and then I'll set it up so that you'll be the one checking into it. You know what I mean? And
since you already paid for it and you're not going, can we just go for free?
Yeah, just let us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's one thing that I was trying to say. Since we already have the one,
right?
Like my family can go, and if she don't want to use the points that year, I'll be like, oh well, the guys want to go on like a 3-day, you know what I'm saying, weekend type joint.
Okay,
I can use just like 200 points, 200 points, and then we go down for 3 days.
So do you have to go to the same one, or can?
No, you can go. You go everywhere. You go
any
anywhere.
of the 3
right. We can go to Vegas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not Nevada, not Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas, Oregon.
Yeah, Las Vegas, North Carolina.
Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Like we have timeshares all over Mississippi. So no, Fred, that's great. No, that's awesome, man. So anybody who wants to go on a timeshare with us, just tweet the show. First person to tweet the show, hashtag FredShare. Fred is going to take you on a week-long luxury vacation to whatever timeshare you want.
On a week's vacation.
It cost us $7,000. It was worth it, though. It's worth it. Do they have one of the Masters? Do they have one in Augusta, Fred, that you could go and see the Masters?
I do not believe that. No, they don't. They don't have that.
That's someday.
I'm really excited about that too, man. The Masters. I want to go there one day.
Can you, if I join a Masters pool, could you talk me through it? Because they have one at work, and I don't understand. They're like
it's gonna be real. It's gonna be really interesting this year though, because the live guys are there,
right?
You know, and PJ and Liv, you know,
Alan. Just so you know, Liv is the timeshare equivalent of the PGA Tour. They're all about that money.
Hey, that's
are those the guys that are playing in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, those are the guys. Yeah.
So I thought they couldn't play in the PGA.
They can't. But Masters is not a PGA.
Masters
is not a PGA. Yeah, Masters is not a PGA event.
Alan, you or I could go win the Masters. It's just that easy.
Hey, all you gotta do is qualify.
All we gotta do is get enough points.
Oh, that's right.
To get in. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I can.
There was a guy,
Yellow Jacket. I can do that.
Yeah,
there was a guy today.
I think it's green, by the way, but it doesn't matter.
Green jacket, yellow jacket. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
There was a guy that had the par 3 like tournament today, and the dude hit back-to-back hole-in-ones.
Oh,
yeah, that's what she said.
There you go.
One in the front, one in the back. Yeah, on the front 9 and the back 9.
So, Fred, who do you have? We're going to get this on posterity's sake because the Masters will be over by the time you hear this. But who do you have winning the whole enchilada? The whole egg salad sandwich?
The whole kit and caboodle. I think my guy
Jordan Spieth.
Tiger Mike. No, I don't know. No, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be not Jordan Spieth.
Franco Harris.
Fucking shit, Justin Thomas. I think Justin's gonna get it this year.
Oh,
he's been pining for it. He's been ready for it. He's been putting on a show. So yeah.
I think Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to win it this year.
He's got a good chance. He's got a good as chance as any of us.
DJ.
Oh yeah, number 3 for life or number 8 for life. What number was he? Number 8?
Yeah,
no, doesn't matter. He's dead.
I don't know. The dude. They have a dinner every year, right?
Right.
So last year, Hideki Matsuyama won. And he had like sushi for appetizers,
like Kobe beef and all this stuff.
Yeah, Kobe beef. So last year, new guy on the tour, Scotty Schaefer, he won. And like he did cheeseburger sliders.
Yeah,
he's doing like
so white
sliders. Like a lasagna.
Oh yeah, that's exactly probably like breadsticks. We got unlimited breadsticks, y'all. This is the most fast Masters event ever.
95, Vijay Singh won it. And I think he's I don't know if he's in it. He's an Indian descent. Yeah, I think. But he served Thai food. And like they said it's from this Thai restaurant in Atlanta. He flew them in to make the meal. Yeah, to cook for him. And like they say they still talk about that to this day.
Oh yeah, that's
they
delicious.
talk about that dinner for this day. It is delicious. I like it.
I love it. All right, Fred. So you got any other sporting news for us tonight?
No.
Sports.
No, I got it's sporting news. No. Mm-mm. Well, the Panthers are going to draft.
Who do you think they're going to draft?
Sports.
Nope. So who do you think? Okay, go ahead. Let's get that on the record too. Who do you think they're going to draft? I
have no fucking idea.
I think they're going to draft Bryce Young.
Yeah, that's who it is. Yeah, he's a Cincinnati quarterback, right?
No.
What? Where is he from?
No,
I'm not talking about the Bengals. I'm talking.
Yeah, Ohio State. No, he's from Alabama.
Okay.
Bryce Young is from Alabama. CJ Stroud is from Ohio State.
Right.
And Anthony Richardson is from Florida. Those are the top 3 quarterbacks.
Those are top 3 quarterbacks
by most people's considerations.
Right. Yeah. Well, we signed some weapons. We got DJ Clark and
DJ Chark.
Who's the running back?
And Adam Thielen.
Thielen, yeah.
And Miles Sanders. So it's going to be a great year for the Panthers. Super Bowl bound, baby.
On paper.
That's where they do their best work.
That's it.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to get out of here. We will be back next week with a brand new episode. We got lots of stuff to talk about. It's going to be what's pissing off white people this week is going to be a new segment that we do next week because, Fred, there's so much.
There's so much pissing off white people.
I'm so offended all the time.
Are you pissed?
I'm pissed.
Are you pissed off?
I'm pissed.
You pissed
they
off
put
too?
rainbows on my beer, Fred.
I saw that shit.
Ain't nobody tell me how to live.
I saw one guy, he like dumped all his Bud Lights out of his refrigerator and he put it in with he just threw it all in trash. And then he went in and he was like, "Nah, I'm drinking Coors Light." And then like whoever posted the video showed all the like
very pro and so is Ford, which was his ginormous pickup truck.
Right, exactly.
I feel bad for like those people, man. Like everything they love is turning gay as hell. It's almost like it's not that big a deal to most people.
It's not.
To them,
Bud Light sucks anyway. Man.
Yeah,
I mean it is. Yeah.
I noticed Fred's not drinking Bud Light tonight. I assumed he was in.
No, I'm not. I'm on the wagon.
Oh, good for you.
All right.
Today.
He's like, I can only afford this timeshare if I quit drinking.
Yeah, it's done.
Thank God they cleared up everything.
Money. I am paying my beer money.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to Rusty Diamond again. Check him out. Donate to your local shelter and help everybody out. Make the world a better place. That's what we like to do every week for about an hour and 11 minutes and 8 seconds, give or take. Thank you so much for listening. Good night, everybody.
I'll see you later.
Peace.
BL, give them socks. Sock it to me. Oh, wait. That is the name of it. Sock them up. We should start our own that says, sock it to me.
Yeah, we should start our own 501c.
Yeah, we should start a charity. That's going to help someone, I'm sure.
Is that what it is? A 501c?
That's a not-for-profit. which is
I was wondering what that stood for.
Technically, this podcast already is a charity.
Yeah.
We are definitely
There you go.
not here for profit. Follow us on Patreon and help us profit. Help us start a profit.
That way Frank can buy his Bud Lights.
That's right.
Every little bit counts. Maybe we play In the Arms of the Angels.
If you want to support the gays, give us money and we'll buy.
Give us money and
we'll buy the gayest shit you've ever seen. I guarantee it.
I put rainbows all over this motherfucker.
I was like, I should have cut that 5 minutes.
I should have cut this off.
It'll never
But
end.
I did.
It's all part of the
This
show.
is the fade.
All part of the show. We support all of our friends and our enemies.
Exactly. And,
and whatever they may
and
be
our
in.
frenemies.
Yeah, in both. So,
And
all
our
right,
frenemies.
everybody. We're going to get out of here.
Yeah, let's
Have
get
a
out
good
of here
night.
before B shows up.
Adios.
Yeah,
God knows what
Bye,
you
guys.
Bye-bye, everybody.